Today we're going to explain the proper procedure to install our 8675 connecting rod on our Brute Force 750 crankshaft. The reason we're explaining it is because we're getting some customer inquiries on some concerns about the rods binding on the crank pin. So today we're going to show you the correct procedure. The first thing you need to do is when you install the insert bearings into the connecting rod, you want the grooves in the cap and the connecting rod on the same side of the connecting rod. You don't want it one on one side and one on the other. They have to match. Second is the word out on the rod forging needs to be facing towards the outside of the crankshaft, either the clutch side or the PTO side or the alternator side. But here's where customers get concerned. When they put the rod on the crankshaft and they tighten the cap nuts down just finger tight, the rod doesn't turn freely. And the rod doesn't turn freely when the nuts are finger tight because the bearings are not completely seated in the rod and the cap. So here we've tightened each side down just snug, and as you can see, the rod doesn't turn very freely. Now it turns, but it sticks, whereas the other one turns freely. Until we torque it down to 25 foot-pounds per the Kawasaki service manual. And then you'll see the rod turns perfectly free. That's it.